there elsewhere. But again, big comeback win over Jorge Barrios in his last fight. Meanwhile, Luevano has very quietly racked up a record of 35 wins, 1 loss, and the draw against Santiago in his last fight.
Here's the flag. He gets the Jorge, and he holds the world ranks for.
You can't go to the ropes, okay? Even though he's not doing much, but he's throwing punches and you blocking, but still. I want to see that, all right? Hands up.
Remember, 9, 10, 11 are ours, huh?
Okay, we gotta get the last one rounds, all right? Now get your rounds, okay? Okay, we got 2 more rounds.
Jordan hard, Billy. You must win this, Billy. There's something up there keeping us in this fight.
That's right.
It's keeping us in it because I know it's your
Drop him
fight.
down.
Come on, Billy.
Here you see Luevano landing straight, short, accurate punches, and that's been the story of the fighter. He's more accurate, more precision with his punches, and also his body position and balance, as you can see, is much more sturdier as compared to Dib, who's about 75% of the time when he punches, he's off balance.
There was urgency in both corners between rounds. Robert Garcia in Luevano's corner and his father Eduardo Garcia both urging the fighter to throw more right hands. Billy Dib's trainer, Harry Hammond, saying you've got to win these last 2 rounds. By our lights, he probably has to win the last 2 rounds several times.
Come on.
I'll say this for Dib, he's taken some pretty good shots.
Well, Luevano is not known as a big
Don't
puncher.
punch that.
No, he's not. But
Only
he's
15 knockouts in his 35 wins.
Yeah, when he won his title, he won it on a stoppage.
Stay up, Stevie. Stay up.
And he's had some knockdowns, but he's. I give Dib a little credit there.
He's a pretty decent puncher, just the caliber guys that he's been fighting.
Dib seems to be showing a response to the urgency in his corner. He's been more resolute here in the 11th round. Less dancing, more punching. Luevano continues to bust him here and there with the right hand. That's been the big difference in the fight.
What Dib depends on a lot is his speed. But in this case here, even though Luevano doesn't appear to be flashy, he still has good speed. And that's been a problem for Dib because he can't outspeed him and do a lot of things that he would like to do because he gets caught with counter punches when he comes in.
Don't punch, Billy. It's okay, baby. Go ahead. Come on, Stevie.
Good job by referee Steve Smoger, who's managed to keep this fight from becoming a farce.
Off his neck, Billy. Break. Don't punch.
There goes Luevano through the ropes again. Now Dib almost goes through the ropes, lunging at Luevano. One round to go.
So that's one. Can't give it away.
Okay? Okay, don't give it away. In and out. Jab. Jab. Left to the body. Okay, jab from the chest. Okay? Kelly Kane. 1-2. Hit on the last round. You got so much water in the tank, Billy.
The last one, we touch him in the center.
Billy, you need to take this round, mate. See that take the... Stepping in the rope. Work him right there. Hard punch, okay? Stay on him. Stay on him. Last one, okay? Not from far away. Jab, jab first. Jab, jab. Then you throw this one. Then you back up and you stay on him, all right? 3 minutes, Mike. Come on, brother. I'm really yours. Let's go, Billy. We love you, bro. Let's go. Billy, come on, man.
God bless you both, guys. Let's rock, baby.
Here's the 12th out of a scheduled 12, and just to be clear, despite what I told you at the very beginning of the bout, Billy Dibb hasn't spent a moment in a southpaw stance. He has fought conventionally all the way against Stephen Luevano.
I think next time he ought to call up an Eric Morales or a Barrera rather than Nassim.
He did lament that Naz was way overweight and was disappointed that, as good as their friendship is and as much fun as they had together, he could not get Prince Nassim to go back into the gym with him.
Very good. Step, turn around, Stevie, turn around.
The word that he used, lovingly, was fat.
Don't punch, step.
Naz is entitled, he entertained the fans, earned a lot of money, can do what he wants with it.
Somebody, I get a call from him about every 4 months saying he's coming back. He's coming back.
As a cruiserweight? Good for Dibb as he tries to assert himself here in the 12th round.
Yeah. He's saying hello when everybody wants to say goodbye.
Dibb holding on to Luevano's right arm as Luevano tries to whack him with the left. Good right hand counter punch by Billy Dibb. One of his better shots of the night inside.
Don't punch and don't push.
Luevano seemed to enjoy momentarily putting his elbow in Dibb's mouth as he pushed him off. Now he winks at him as he lands a right hook. He winked at Dibb after that very hard right hook, one of his better shots of the night.
He almost lifted his foot off the ground. That one smarted a little bit.
One more right hand for good measure, and there's the bell to end the fight. Dibb showing warmth for everybody in the ring. And Luevano is lifted aloft by Robert Garcia. Harold, how'd you have it through 12?
I have Stephen Luevano clearly winning the fight. 10 rounds to 2, 118, 110 Luevano. I mean, I thought Billy Dibb just did more wrestling, more pushing the guy than punching. I mean, he ran, he bounced up and down. He's great inside of wrestling and flinging Luevano into the ropes. But the hard, clean, effective shots, the clean punching was done by Stephen Luevano.
And let's take a look at CompuBox numbers to see what they were able to count amid the sporadic action of this fight. Luevano landing 69 more punches, throwing only 5 more. So the difference is all there in the connect percentages, 39 to 22. Luevano far more effective with the jab. Dibb 9 of 143, a 6% jab connect rate. You won't see it lower than that very often. And power shots, Dibb 74 out of 239. His punches just don't pack any kind of a wallop. Luevano 97 out of 223, and among those 97, a lot of pretty spirited right hooks that were by far the most effective blows in the fight. A few straight left hands as well. Michael Buffer stands by with the particulars on this decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards courtesy of Caesars Atlantic. Dave Moretti has it 116-112. Adelaide Bird 115-113. And Joseph Pasquale 117-111. All to the winner by unanimous decision. And still WBO featherweight world champion Stephen Lowe.